Now, I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm going to ask you to talk about it with your neighbors. What sort of repetition or pattern do you see in that sentence that stands out? And see if that happens the same in some of the other sentences. So this is a group activity, but you should be able to write and draw on here. When you finish at the bottom, you're going to hit send. Your job is, think about what you learned in this activity and what you saw in the patterns for all of those sentences, and try to make yourself a definition. Once you have typed it in, go ahead and hit send. Once you have typed it in, go ahead and hit send. But this is how you kind of start. You'd make notes based on what it is that we know good readers do, maybe questions that we have, maybe symbols that we see, maybe some character emotions. I don't know how I would feel if I thought that I knew that I was average intelligence and I couldn't think about anything very long. But maybe if I couldn't think about anything, I wouldn't be wondering that. So we're starting to get some ideas here about the things that we know from over here and how they're connected to the things that we're reading here, because that's what we're supposed to be looking for as good readers. So maybe I make more notes on my page. Maybe I say, oh, this part right here that I had written before, ooh, don't do that. Don't blah, blah, blah. Okay? Or I noticed something that I actually did, and I'm like, do that again, always do this. Or maybe I noticed something that I
about theme. It's talking about racism because it's explaining how he has to go from college. He has to go all this way. It's like he starts describing like all the places he has to go to. So until he gets to his room, he doesn't say like an apartment or anything. It's just a room. And so I think the main like theme of this poem is showing how he feels that he's being. Yeah.
I would like to add that.
I'd like to add to what you're saying. I noticed how she emphasizes that the instructor is white, and in the fourth stanza where it says, sometimes perhaps you don't want to be a part of me, nor do I often want to be a part of you. I think that symbolizes the segregation between white people and black people at the time.
This poem also feels like he is colored, but inside he's like a white man. He thinks like them partly, but like when he says, like when Max says, when he says to his teacher that he can be like him.
According to what Steph and Ingrid said, I also believe that.
Question 2. When we figure out how to do something new in science or technology, we should take advantage of that knowledge and use it. Agree or disagree? No. Show me where you are on the line. Show me where you are on the line. Agree or disagree? We should do that. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. No, it depends on what it is.
But you guys are way on agree. We know how to take out genes from one animal and one species and put it into another. Okay, so we have people right in the middle. Towards disagree but not totally, and some on the agree end. What I want to know now is, why are you where you are? Oh, I still see people moving. Why are you where you are? So what we've done is we've created a list of character traits. So I said my character was Mike, and he has these character traits, okay? The next thing you do is you have to stick that character in an everyday situation. Now, I said my character was a businessman. So when I picked an everyday situation for him to be in, to test drive him on, I picked something he might be doing commonly, like coming home from work. Use your pausing. A normal boat.
Okay.
Try it again.
There was a man with a boat, but not a normal boat. A big blue boat.
Okay, when you say the big part, how can you show that or represent that in your voice? Because louder, okay, louder would be bigger. The emphasis isn't the time, it's the disappearance, right?
Yeah.
You lose it because you're not paying attention to it, right?
Yeah.
So then something about disappearing, not the time. How can you show disappearing? Instead of being like time, how will you show disappearance?
Like
What happens when things disappear? What do they do? Show me what they do. Represent disappearance to me with your arm. Show me your arm. Okay, it goes out and away. So maybe something that goes out and away,
Okay.
but not here. The focus isn't this, it's not your wrist. It's that something's doing what?
Okay.
Yeah, going away.